I've got a couple of inexpensive digital calipers, and I'm going to make switches for the battery. And this one here comes from Harbor Freight, and I already made a switch for the battery, and it works great. This actually, when I measured, so here's the switch. I didn't make a film of it, but this switch works great. You turn it on, and then it works perfect. You can zero this results and so on. And when you turn it off, it goes off, turns off, shuts off the battery. It doesn't draw any current at all. So this is what you want in a caliper. Otherwise, these cheap ones usually draw the same current whether they are turned on or off. The display goes off, but if they take about 15 microamps when on, they will take about the same, or like 14 microamps when they're off. So it's very insignificant change. Most of them, not all of them. Some of them are pretty good, but most of the cheap ones will just drain the batteries very quickly if you don't have the switch or don't remove the battery. I didn't want to keep removing it, so I placed another switch, and that works wonderful. Now these two, one of them has alkaline 1.5 LR44 battery, the other one has got a lithium 2032, I guess, and the lithium is better because it will not leak. The alkaline can leak over time. If you buy a brand name, it will last maybe 10 years if you're lucky, but there's always the danger of leak. I've never seen a lithium battery like this, the bottom cell, leak into the device or caliper. One interesting thing about this one is that it has actually a little voltage regulator, and I traced it, and this is 65E9. That's this little tiny chip right here. And I pulled a data sheet out of the internet, and this is a positive voltage regulator with features like it's got the output voltage from 1.2, depending on the model, to 5 volts, and the power consumption is 1 microamp, which is great. And this is SOT23 package, and the circuitry is very simple. There is a little capacitor on the input, one on the output, ceramic capacitors, and that's what you actually see on the board. This is the tiny voltage regulator, dropping the 3 volts from the lithium battery to 1.5. So the circuitry is the same as any other cheap caliper. It's a 1.5 volt circuitry. What I'm going to do is cut one of the traces from the battery, this one, the thin one right here, and install a switch, mechanical switch. Now, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on a switch like this one, this took quite a while to fit it inside, I'm going to just use a flashlight battery switch like this and install it simply outside. These are cheap, about you can buy 50 or 100 for 10 bucks, and they're pretty reliable 1 amp switches, and this can go outside, so I don't need to occupy any space inside. Just place it in, probably in this place right here under the display, and there'll be on and off switch right here. So I'm going to do it right now. Here's the magnet wire in enamel soldered to the 2 ends of the broken cut trace of the positive terminal from the battery. So I'm going to mount the switch now and connect the wire to the switch. If you heat up the terminals of the switch with soldering iron, it will just go right through, and then all I'm going to do is just cut off the excess plastic right here, and then bend the terminals on the inside, and that'll be secure. I may add a droplet of crazy glue, just one little droplet. I don't want any glue to go inside of the switch, but a drop on the back will just hold it secure in place. The switch is mounted and glued with 1 drop of crazy glue. The clearance that you see is actually between the 2 parts of the switch. It's not between the caliper body and the switch. But it seems to be very nice. I can paint with black, like a nail polish, the terminals, but it really doesn't matter. They can stay as they are. Now I'm going to see how the circuit board corresponds to the switch, and either bend them inside or outside, but this will be secure. Now bending the terminals inside made more sense, because I will have to make room in the plastic part, make room for the terminals. So I'll have to cut out a little piece right here, so the terminals plus the solder of the two wires will have enough clearance. So I'm going to do it right now. However, this looks really good and feels very good. The switch is mounted, soldered. Now would be time to put the battery in and then test the switch alone, see if it works. Now the battery, lithium battery, is inserted, so we're going to turn it on, and it works perfect. So you can change to inches, 0 to millimeters, seems to work fine. So now I'm going to mount it into the rest of the caliper, onto the body, and in the place where the terminals are, the solder, I made a little bit of cutout right here, so it doesn't look very well, but this is hidden, it's out of sight, so this will nicely hide the whole thing. And we can actually test it right away, see how it works. Yeah, it seems to be working fine, it seems to register. So I'm going to put the 4 screws together, and this is it, this is the project. And this is the finished project. I think it looks very well. All you do is just turn it on. You can zero it if you need to, change to inches if you want, and then it works perfect. So I'm very happy with this, and this will actually save the battery. I never have to worry about depleted batteries anymore. And this seems to be a good spot for the switch. And these switches, you can buy, I bought a bag for $1 or a couple of bucks of these. So they are not expensive, and they don't take any space inside. So you can do it this way, or you can do any other way that works for you. But this, I think it's perfect. And these are cheap. This is about $7 on Amazon. However, if you leave the battery in, it will be depleted in about a year. If you use it or not, it makes no difference. Now, in the other caliper, I'm going to do the same. This one's slightly different because it's got the alkaline battery. The caliper with the alkaline battery is slightly different. And in this case, I will have to cut the trace between the negative terminal right here, between this trace and the terminal, and then the little trace right here, then bridge these together and have a switch between these two and the terminal, the negative terminal. I'm going to do it right now. And again, the result is very nice. I put a little drop of crazy glue underneath, and this feels very sturdy. And I bent the terminals towards the inside. I think it will work very well, so I'm going to solder the ends and test it out. Okay, the next project is finished. This is soldered, and the battery is in, so when I turn it on, it defaults to millimeters. So if you want inches, you have to hit the button, but if you turn it off and back on, it always starts with millimeter. This button you don't have to worry about using at all. Even if you turn it off, then off and on, it always goes to millimeter. Very happy with this project. So this is finished, and that's one of the ways to make your caliper turn off, disconnect the battery. Instead of removing it, flipping it upside down, worrying about your battery, you simply install a little switch and this will do the job. The plastic calipers are not the most accurate. However, 1/10 of a millimeter is sufficient accuracy for many projects around the house. So the switches are great because they will save the battery. And these are the kinds of switches you want. These are 1 amp flashlight switches, tiny little ones, and you can mount them wherever you want, but I found that this is kind of a perfect spot. They're not in the way of anything, and you save the battery, so this works perfect. This one's got the lithium battery and much larger display, and this was $7 on Amazon, so not very expensive. Now when you open, you have to peel off this sticker. Lockpicking Lawyer has a method of, and I'll link it in the description, method of removing the sticker without destroying it, and then you can place the sticker back. I don't really care for the message on the sticker, for the little table with drills and tabs. So this is it. Give a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you for watching.